Okay. I'm doing final setup things. How does my voice sound? Apparently my OBS lost all of its original overlay stuff, so I have to that's one of the reasons why I couldn't really stream right away, is that I had to rebuild a lot of stuff, and I was like, might as well just clean up some things. Whoa. Can you hear me? Is the audio good? Is it Gucci? Okay, cool. I don't have music right now because I still need to, let me change my little sprite. I still need to look at, YouTube's terms of service when it comes to music. So I'm gonna have music muted. I can still hear it on my end. Like I just don't have it audio connected to OBS, basically. Teehee. Okay. The one thing that I think is gonna mess with me if I do YouTube is that I won't have Kappa anymore as a joke emote. So we'll have to figure that out. But also, I think there's a slight latency thing with YouTube, but I think I have to have a certain follower count to be able uh, to activate certain features, which is understandable because they don't want to be spending that kind of data on like people who just use YouTube to watch videos. So I need to turn off some things on my end. But yeah, other than that, I think everything else is set up. I think um, once I get enough people following this channel, I'll be able to even like start opening up like what is it called? Uh, what is it called? Man with no screen name. Hello. Also, one thing that I am already liking about this YouTube thing is uh I can see your guys' icons. I don't have to rely solely on reading who it is. I can actually start recognizing your guys' icons. Oh, what is that thing? That's something other. Oh, super chats. Super chats. Those are their. They don't have bits or anything, so I don't feel like I'm scamming you guys by using bits. But like, you guys get super chats. I think if I get enough people enjoying YouTube. I have no idea what that is either, but I kind of like it. It's super smug. I like how smug it is. So yeah, if I have a slight delay on my end that reaches you guys, but yeah, I think that all can get ironed out over time for sure. So right now I am actually in the process of inking this picture. I was having so much struggle with the hair because I wanted to really add the braids, but I didn't want to look too busy. So I had to like find some stuff. But I think this is gonna look pretty nice. I wasn't sure if I should make the hair thicker, like go like really thick, or if I should keep it on the top of the head. But because of like how I have it set up, I'll actually be able to edit it pretty easily without as much struggle. But yeah, I've missed you guys so much. I've been super busy with a lot of like NDA related stuff. Um, as you all probably have gathered from one of the posts from Hiveworks, I've been working a lot with InkBlot. So I'm unable to really stream that kind of stuff, but um, it's been really, really fun working on a community like that. But yeah, how you guys been doing? How's things been going? Is YouTube already treating you well? Um, does Twitch still feel a little bit better, cleaner? I know Twitch has a lot of perks with it, but it's just been so annoying to deal with in terms of like forced advertisements. Like I've just been getting really annoyed at how many forced advertisements there are. Like in the past when I was able to control it, I've been like, okay, whatever, like I don't mind if I can control the advertisements, but they're starting to become very forced. Even if you have it set so you play your own ads on your own time, it's still being forced. Like you have to, I think you only like get some of those perks if you're partnered, which is very annoying. But I don't know. It feels like Twitch is just slowly pushing advertisements onto their affiliates to push out. From what I understand here from YouTube is that you can actually skip the ads as opposed to Twitch where you really can't. Um, and I also think some of like YouTube's ads are like they're just like a little tiny pop-up thing, but it doesn't interrupt the stream, like at the little bottom. Hmm. I think I can actually have more emotes here on YouTube without having to jump through a bunch of hoops. I just need to start uploading them. And I think better better TV still works with YouTube. I just need to set that up. It's that whole feeling of like, this is new. This is a new place. I'm scared. New things frighten me. Yeah, that's something that I've just been finding more and more frustrating with Twitch, and I've actually been kind of pulling away from like watching as many streams I do on Twitch nowadays, except for like the occasional like Lythero stream. I think Lythero is like one of the streamers that I'm actually like still excited to like watch on Twitch. Other streamers I just feel like I have to watch on YouTube because I don't want to miss anything or be bombarded by like a random ad while I'm trying to focus on work. I think one of the only other streamers that I really just like, depending on what they're streaming, that I'd actually go to are like I think Admiral Baru. Um, when he's playing very specific games. But for the most part, I just get like his videos on YouTube because he like re-uploads some of his stuff onto YouTube. And Lythero does that too, but like I feel like with Lythero streams, it just feels more hype just to be like in those streams. And I think he's actually like forced to turn them off in some way on his streams, advertisements and stuff. So either that or I have really good ad block. Yeah, the mid rolls piss me off so much. Yeah. Yeah, the mid rolls really do. Like that's why I've been just like frustrated with streaming. Is just like every time I think about like doing a stream, I'm like I really don't want to like support this thing that Twitch is doing. Not in the slightest. And I've been trying to figure out how to use YouTube for quite a bit. I've been watching videos and then of course the whole OBS thing that like kicked out all of my my stream setups, and I forgot how to save it and re-upload it, so I had to like rebuild. But I have some really neat looking stuff planned for like the starting stream, like starting in BRB screens, and then I still need to like redraw my VTuber, I guess you can say. Yeah. That's very unfortunate that Google doesn't do anything for the ads in on Twitch. I actually moved over to, I think, Opera. So far it's been working really, really well for me and my computer. There's a few things that I'm still like meh about Opera, but I'm like, it's one of those things where where it's just like, I don't like new things. Hiss hiss. Hey, Cherry. I am definitely able to read your guys' know who is talking a lot easier with the icons. It is very helpful. I think one other little gripe I guess I have or will be having with YouTube is the fact that I'm not sure how to categorize art streams. Because it's definitely not a beauty stream. I don't know if I should just put it in like chatting and just go with that, or if I should put it in education. Yeah, like there's a love hate that I have with Firefox. I definitely like Google quite a bit, and that's kind of why I shifted to the Opera browser, because it has like a Google extension that helps you like connect to like some of your Google options. Yeah, I'll probably have to put it in. Um, I'll have to definitely put it in my descriptions if I want people to know that I'm doing artwork. Yeah, like some of the browsers, like even Opera has its issues with like certain things. Um, but it's like I think every company has that issue where they have just like that one thing where you're like, it's like motherfuckers. And by the way, I've had this browser before, like Opera's whole like it was so weird to like see this, but like I think Opera has like a VTuber mascot right now, and I'm like, but why? This is like giving me flashbacks of like that one Newgrounds comic that has like all the internet browsers. And it's just like I don't want to return to this. The Dark Ages. Part of the Dark Ages. It's like we've already had our mascot era. Why is it trying to come back? Oh yeah, like I like that idea as well. Like paying your creators, just not with that that specifically. I'm thinking. Okay, so another thing that I kind of slowly started to figure out are these like waiting rooms. I've been kind of following some VTubers here on YouTube just to like get an idea about how the like what the environment's like, I guess you can say. And the concept of waiting rooms is like really interesting. And I'm like not sure how exactly to use them just yet. I've been trying to figure that part out too. It's like how would I use waiting rooms? Bring back IE7. Oh no. But just to explain what a waiting room is to some of y'all, it's like when a streamer goes live on YouTube, there's actually like a little you can pre-prep the stream. So like you can provide the link really early on, and it is a stream for that specific thing. And so you can start trickling in, and it will actually count down when the stream will start. So you don't have to so you'll know exactly in your own time frame when the stream will start. And sometimes people just like trickle in there really, really early, as they wait for stream. It's kind of like that feeling of like when you go to the theaters to like a movie and you're not really caring about like talking yet, because like you're not trying to be quiet just yet. It's not like movie time, if that makes sense. So like you're able to like talk amongst yourselves and like whisper or whatever, and like just discuss little things as you wait. It kind of gives off that kind of vibe, and I kind of like that kind of vibe. Man, I really do just love this pencil way too much. This is legitimately like my favorite brush. I just can't stop using it for everything. I'll admit the hair did take a lot of like trial and error uh messing around with, but I think I got like a really good balance of braids and uh loose hair. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Remember to stay hydrated, chat. I think one of my weaknesses that I'm still trying to fix is drawing straight hair. I have a very hard time drawing anything straight. That's why I have rulers, but yeah, drawing straight hair is a pain for me for some reason. I don't know why. I always like to make it wavier than it should be. I'm trying. Oh. There we go. Finally got that wave. Oh, it's my alarm. You don't have the buy license, I'm sorry. And yeah, I kind of agree, like, but that's just like because my style really likes this kind of like free form like hairstyle where it's like wavy and like has curls and stuff in it. Um, but I think like if I just at least like try to find like crack the code for my style on how to do straight hair, I think it would look just as good and dynamic as like any other hair. And that's kind of something that I always try to aim for when it comes to improving myself is like, okay, what's the one thing that I have never really figured out and I'm going to try to figure that out. And straight hair is definitely one of them. Because I've seen some really pretty like straight hair out there, but I'm like, I have no idea how the fuck this works with my style. Now, question, guys, are you able to like listen to music while watching my stream, or is it a little bit tricky if you use YouTube for your music? I don't know if you guys use YouTube for your own music. Also, I'm sorry for these 20 questions. I'm just trying to like really determine if I should like full commit, full send commit to YouTube. And I want to make it comfortable for y'all. I don't know why, but I'm so hungry all of a sudden. Even though I had like a pretty good breakfast. Huh, okay. Um, is is my volume too low? I don't know if I like this curl here. You know what? I'm gonna move it. Okay, cool, cool. Because like if it was too low, then it would definitely be on my end for sure. Because again, like OBS messed around with a lot of stuff, and so I will, you know what? I probably do have to do that anyway because I need to add all of my filters again to make my voice sound a little bit more clear and less like I have uh like a whatchamacallit, uh weak throat. I don't know how to word that. Oh, that's much better. Okay, yeah. There we go. Just wanted to add a little bit more volume to her hair. Hell yeah. Yeah, I just want to make sure y'all are comfy. Always aiming for y'all's comfort. Also, like something that's gonna be really nice if we do like really start getting into these like YouTube streams is that I won't have to like manually upload to YouTube anymore. It's all just there now. Alright. Thank you very much. I'll be back shortly. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I also should probably grab some food. I am a hungies, and I don't know why. Yeah, we'll just add that in. Okay. Oh, that looks like a leg. I don't want that to look like a leg. I want it to look like hair. I'm trying to crack the code on straight hair. Nah. Okay, that's better. That's better. That's better. Yeah. There we go. Spooked. So something that I've also been thinking about in terms of like things I want to do with you guys as a community. I don't know how many of you have actually beaten Hollow Knight, but you can play tag in Hollow Knight. And I kind of want to do stuff like that with modded Hollow Knight. Oh, hi. Yee. I'm just trying to try out YouTube for once and see if it's actually for me. So far, it seems to be very, very good. I kind of like being able to see everyone's icons and know who they are right away and recognize them through visual as opposed to like just text colors. Yay! But yeah, I really do want to see if people are interested in playing either cooperative Hollow Knight or play tag or hide and seek Hollow Knight. But it is very essential to have played the game, only because the mechanics are so simple. Okay, so think of it this way: it's like the mechanics are easy to learn, hard to master, which is why I love Hollow Knight so much. For that like one reason, because like yeah, like Hollow Knight, it's like you can pogo off of things, you can like using like dashes like the right way can like really help you maneuver through the environment. It's just like it's very satisfying to learn the mechanics, or at least for me personally. I'm trying to reduce some of these lines now because we don't need as many to determine the flow of the hair. Yes, okay, cool. This is turning out much, much better. I haven't quite mastered the straight hair, but it's getting closer. I just need to calm it down on some of the random hair strands that I have here and make them a little bit more like angular for my style. I really haven't joined enough Hollow Knight communities, but I'm sure we can find some participants. Also, I've been getting gifted some games recently, and I haven't really been looking at them. So I might actually do a few game streams, either today, yeah, maybe tomorrow. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit of, so Twitch has been doing a lot of anti-creator stuff. It is better for some aspects, such as like categories and like stuff like that. But one of my issues with Twitch right now is their forced advertisements. I don't like being forced interrupted while I am streaming or while I am watching another streamer. That is just something that I don't like. So I've been trying to pull away from Twitch for that very reason. And I'm trying out YouTube. YouTube seems to also be like trying their hand at being more creative, supportive, which is really, really nice, really neato. They still have a lot to clean up and fix to accommodate for everybody who would use that kind of streaming service, such as like many of the artists that do stream. I understand why they stick to Twitch, despite the issues that it has right now. Because it has a category for them. YouTube does not have a category for digital artists. They have categories for gamers, musicians, beauty, and beauty as in like beauty products, makeup, stuff like that. And I forgot and education. They don't have a space for artists specifically, or crafts. Which is like, if they had crafts, then I would be a part of that, but they don't. Yeah, like if they didn't do the forced advertisements, I would still be okay with Twitch, because then I can, like, as long as it was like an agreement of like, hey, you must play X amount of ads per stream or whatever, and I'm like, okay, cool, I can deal with that so long as I have control over it. But they're doing forced ones. Because the forced ones are actually like whenever someone joins a stream, like even if you have it set up that you control your own ads, it still forces people to watch an ad before they can enter a stream. And that is completely fucking stupid. And I hate it so much. Oh, other things just for us to talk about. Yeah, and they increased the price of fucking Turbo. What the fuck? Ah! So, like, they increased the price of Turbo. They, also, uh, pulled back on their, like, their 50, or their, like, 70-30 agreements with affiliates. Um, by the way, YouTube is still doing 70-30. As well as YouTube, once I get it, once I have enough streaming hours uh to get these perks and features, you can actually set your own subscription levels. So that is super duper awesome. Because I would rather make my subscription stuff like 20, like, not 20, excuse me. My brain is going dyslexic for a second. 250, and still receive most of that, like, 250, as opposed to having you guys pay $5 and me getting like barely 250. Yeah, because of the culture and environment of YouTube, or at least from what I have seen so far, they're actually able to do that without like stupid backlash drama nonsense. I don't think Twitch could ever have it that you set your own prices, because of like how toxic a lot of stuff surrounds Twitch. So like people would be complaining about like, why can I sub for $1 at X while you have $5 at Y? Like, I don't think YouTube has reached that kind of toxicity. It still has toxic in YouTube, but it's just a different brand. They're focused on different things. You can't fully escape toxicity. You just have to know how to put on your hazmat suit and get it out of remove it from your proximity. Yeah, like you actually get advertisements that you might be interested in, as opposed to boring fucking ads about things that you really just do not give a fuck about. As well as like you get the same like two ads every time on Twitch, and it's very annoying. There we go. Much better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 30-minute ads can definitely happen, and I think those are unnecessary. I think it should kind of have like the same, like if YouTube was gonna like really mess around with like their um ad ag uh like algorithm or however you pronounce it, um they could actually do it similar to how Instagram has theirs, where like you have like a an advertisement that gives you like the basic advertisement details, so you're still promoting yourself, but um like and this is the only part from Instagram that I actually kind of like, is that like it gives you the snippet from the front, but then you can choose to watch the rest of it, or you can choose to just keep going. So you can watch that 30-minute ad if you felt interested in whatever they were selling, you know? But yeah, 30-minute ads are very unnecessary. Yeah, this hair is the most complicated part, because I really want to make sure it looks like it has volumes, layers, as well as flowing properly. But then everything else is like, okay, except for maybe the smoke. The smoke will probably be like the second most detailed like liner thing, because I want to make sure it looks really, really good and flows. Yeah, like an opt-in. Yeah, like you can hit like continue watching this ad like button. It's like it just pops up and you're like, oh, it's just like yeah, like the thing with the YouTube ones is that you can skip it. That's a really good thing. Is like you can choose, you can skip most of their ads. Um, I think the only ones that you can't really skip are like the ones that like pop up on the very bottom, like just like a little beep. I think those are ones that you can't skip. But like they don't intrude too much. Yeah, this hair is turning out much, much better. Yeah, and then that's gonna look really, really clean. Oh, I really need to find out if if what terms of service for YouTube's uh for audio stuff will work out, because like I'm listening to some good jams and I'm like jamming without thinking about it. Let's see. So other games that I have in mind and have been gifted or have bought myself. Uh, I bought Phoenix Wright. Um, I bought Strange Horticulture. I think it's what it's called. Um, what else have I bought? Of course, you guys know Have a Nice Death. That's like I love that game so much. I still need to beat it. Um, let's see what else. Oh, right. I don't. Okay, so you guys have no idea that I've been doing this, but I actually really got into Monster Hunter World for a bit while I've been on my stream hiatus, and I really love it so much. Yee! I love, I love, I love inking hair. Gosh, I have so much to catch you guys up on. Um, been doing D&D a lot for the past few months. Um, it's been very consistent, like nearly every Saturday. Been playing my plague doctor spore druid Elliot, who has a interesting secret. It's been very fun. Gosh, I want to talk about it more. Elliot, my boy. Yep, the sassy twink himself. Oh, oh, I'm bouncing topics because I'm like, there's so much I haven't talked to you guys about and that I'm excited for. And one of the other things that I'm excited for is um the um um the oh gosh, my brain, it just suddenly like imploded. Phoenix Wright. There we go. Apollo Justice series. Oh my gosh, it's coming to Steam and I am so happy. Nothing gets me so more excited than a Phoenix Wright game. Oh yeah, Professor Layton's really good. Oh, that's really good that okay, so it's good to get this information about mobile mobile YouTube. So, yeah, this is really good input. Welcome back. It has some really funny dialogue. It's funny that the game itself is rated like I think it's like teen older slash M. but it has like the funniest PG dialogue out there, and it's great, and I love it. Like Phoenix himself, like curses like a teacher who works with like preschool kids. Like they just like they try to censor themselves so badly, and it's great. I love the Phoenix series so dearly. Also, like I love Phoenix Wright as well because of their cast of characters. Like I when I do character design, I take a lot of inspiration for the idea of like how the Phoenix Wright series creates their characters, because you can get the vibe of a character so quickly for most of the characters in Phoenix Wright by like the first few moments, because of how like on the nose their character designs are. Because like you can tell like this character is a baker, or like this character is like trying to be like a secret agent. This other character is like a rock star. Like you know what the character's about at first glance. You know when a weird character is gonna pop up. You know when a character is gonna have some fucking like out of pocket comment that makes you go, bruh. What the fuck? It's very entertaining. I find Phoenix Wright very entertaining. Uh, It also has a nostalgic factor for me because I grew up with it. Um, like played it on the DS and stuff like that. But it doesn't. Okay, so this is the one thing that I like to warn people about when it comes to starting Phoenix Wright. It's not a detective game. And what I mean by that is that the logical conclusion that would get somebody framed is not always the answer. And most of the time is never the answer. So, keeping that in mind, Phoenix Wright games, Ace Attorney games are more like I have to herd the cats of idiots to the actual answer. And it's like, okay, I have to actually like lead these people to this conclusion step by step. But the story is fantastic. If you don't get too frustrated at um, the courtroom system, the story itself is extremely well written, in my opinion. It is so enjoyable. There's drama, there's really sad parts and stuff like that. Like it's just all just like a really like well written story. Yeah, you're it's a puzzle of figuring out like, okay, what what will help this person understand that this guy was in this place at this time? Is it this like random like spilt ketchup bottle, or is it something else? You know, like it feels random at times, so you'll have to guess at some points, but like yeah, that's just how it feels. But once you actually like hear their logical conclusion of like how X leads to Y, then you're like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I love Phoenix Wright. I love it very, very much. I think it also has like most of my like video game crushes on that series alone. On the whole like Ace Attorney series. I think most of my video game crushes come from Ace Attorney games. And most of them are the prosecutors. With one exception of a defendant. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's like one of the saddest things about some of these games that like I know for a goddamn fact that until the rights for Professor Layton is surrendered over to another person who is a little bit less um restrictive, we will never see that game on Steam. And it makes me very sad because that game is so fascinating. It is so interesting to see how they cross over the that series, those two series. It's like I've watched a walkthrough. I think I'm going to actually snip this braid just a little bit more because it seems to be interfering a little bit too much with That will become a tangent. We don't want that. Remember, kids, keep an eye on your tangents. Yeah, that will create another tangent, I think. So we'll have to... Yeah, that's much better. Okay, cool. Tangents are when two lines cross each other and create an illusionary shape or connection. So you know those weird pictures where like friends are hugging each other or something like that, and they look like or appear like they have like a third arm or don't have or are missing certain body limbs because of like the person's shirts matching or something like that. So that's kind of the same thing can happen with line art, and those are called tangents. It's been a while since I've had to do uh, knowledge talks, and I've kind of missed those. Oh yeah, that's just called clipping and being tired animators. Yup. Yeah, like it's literally just like a visual, just like a visual whoopsie doodle. Oops. So if I did this with the hair here, my instinct is to not do that, but this will create a tangent because it has several different points just converging into one place. So it may actually look really weird and different. Um, like, and this is also one of the things that you can actually tell some some AI art apart is because they have tangents fucking everywhere. Like an actual artist would not let that many tangents happen unless they were doing it intentionally or they were very new to art. But an experienced artist would never let so many tangents exist in one picture. So like the whole like melting, like a necklace melting into a character's hair, that's a type of tangent. Um, I'm trying to see if there's any other tangents with this rough sketch. Okay, so this right here, this tail, could end up looking like a tangent. In like if I allowed it to have tangents in it, this tail would look like it's actually a part of the good doctor here, as opposed to a part of this character. If I connect certain lines together, or if like line art isn't drawn correctly, so like you can push dimensions back and forth, the dimensions of characters back and forth with just line art alone. It's something that I use during like the later stages of inking, where I go over and do this, but basically to make sure that these two don't become a tangent and make it look like he has the tail, is like I would make this line a little bit thicker than this tail, or excuse me, this line a little bit thicker than the tail lines, and that alone makes sure that it's seen that this tail isn't a part of him, but a part of her. I also probably need to move this down just slightly. Yeah. Maybe it needs to stay up. As her back bends this way, and then that line goes that way, and then actually I need to move this tail down way more. Yeah. So I'll need to move that later, but that's kind of what you do to help prevent certain tangents from existing if they have to be crossing each other. That's one way of fixing tangents. Yay! Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, like a quick rule of thumb would just be like adding thickness to anything that overlaps. Like that's just like a very like quick and easy way to remember it, but training your eye to actually like spot what lines to thicken up is also just as important for sure. Um, You'd be surprised about what people will keep in their anatomy. I've seen butts on mermaids, and I don't like that. I've seen knees on mermaids, and I also don't like that. Okay, this one's gonna start creating a tangent at some point. I need to fix the flow of this braid just a pinch. Because these two lines were crossing, and I need one to be more present than the other. I want the braid to be more present. There we go. And then make sure that there's enough of a gap between these two lines to show that they are different, part of different pieces of hair. And like when you're learning any topic, just keep in mind that like if you forget it during the process, as long as you go back and recognize that you forgot a thing, then your brain will start compounding that knowledge and remember it for next time. So it'll start keeping that in mind for future projects, and that's all that you can really ask for your brain to do, because there's only so much that your brain can handle. And being kind to your brain is very important. I'm worried about this ear being turned into another tangent. And this line right here, we're going to try our best to give this line space because it's flowing in the same direction. There we go. Much better. Oh yeah. That's why I don't think I even posted that video and I lost it, but in one of the videos that I was trying to make, I did state how like beneficial for those who are like really like seriously like trying to like really learn art is to either do one or two things or even both if they feel the desire to do so, is one, create a personal playlist just for yourself on learning topics. Like there are videos that you've actually like like watched and stuff like that, or are very interested in, and you set it up in your own step-by-step process of like what you should watch first, second, and third, and so on. And then the second thing is creating your own tutorials. The second one is a little bit more tedious to deal with, but it creates a lot of benefits for you, because when you break it down, break even your own style down, even though you know you can get there eventually, if you break it down in a way to teach other people, the information will actually compound again into your mind. It will just start, you'll start remembering it a little bit easier, as well as your brain will understand what steps to do next. And even if you make tutorials not to, like, you make the tutorials not to be able to show people, but with the written as if you are. Okay. Um, sorry, I got a text message. You make those tutorials as if you were going to be teaching somebody else your style. Because you don't have to show other people your tutorial stuff. You don't have to show anybody anything that you don't want to show them. You know, so it's like, that's why a lot of people feel shy about art or doing art, is because they assume that they have to show somebody what they create, and that's not true. You show people what you want to show them. It's like there's no obligation, additional obligations. Oh, that's creating. Oh wait, no, it's not. Okay, so it's supposed to go up. Okay. Oops. Yay! I'm happy that I finished those stickers, by the way. Like, I haven't done merch stuff in forever, and I really should. But also, it doesn't help that a lot of, like, we had, like, that whole, like, year of just, like, companies just being fucking ridiculous as soon as they find out that the internet is selling their IPs. It's just like, we had a whole several years, a whole year of, like, being seen by corporations. It's just like, no! It's just like they found us. And then everyone just started getting fucking bopped. It's getting easier to do artwork again, though. To do merchandise art again, though. Without having to, like, be a part of, like, another corporation or, like, team of artists for, like, a mass production firm or something like that. Though I would love to join, like, I think it's like Geek something. They're the people that made, like, the Hades shirt that I own, and, like, I kind of really want to join a place similar to that, or them in general, just because I would love to do more fan art, but I want people to actually be able to hold the fan art and get the fan art. That's one of the reasons why I haven't done fan art, because I want people to be able to have it in their possessions without getting in trouble. Yeah, like, it's getting excited about doodles is also very, very nice. Yeah, we had, like, the giant purge of fan art. The Great Purge. Also, like, the bot situation was fucking awful. So that also discouraged me from actually, like, making fan art, because I didn't want some fucko going, like, bot.link/shirt and, like, having it fucking stolen for overpriced, crappy quality shirt. Oh, am I still going? Am I still good? Oh no. Ooh, that sounds very schemy, though. uh, that sounds slightly schemy, but if I get put into a position where I'm like, fuck it, goddamn Nintendo bopped me again, because I want to sell some fucking Pokemon artwork, it's like, then I might actually really consider that. It's just like, yeah, you're buying my stickers, but it comes with this Pokemon sticker of your choice. Wink. Big hell wink. Though, I'm pretty sure that's still kind of, you'll still get bopped, but you won't get bopped as hard. Oh, the Spyro shirts should be back up. Just not on Teespring. Um, it's just not. It's not going to be able to be put on Teespring. Um, I'm also reaching out to like places like White Squirrel to see if I'm able to sell any fan art I make. Okay, we are almost done with the hair here, or at least getting like the complicated shapes down, and then everything else will be like just going over it one more time and adding uh hair shading, like the little scratch lines here and stuff like that. I think I put it in either announcements or merchandise in on my Discord. I think you should be able to find the link somewhere in either one of those two places, of where it's gonna be, where it's resold. I think also like my spooky Halloween dragon is still up on that one. I haven't really invested much into that particular store because I don't know. It's not the vibe for me. It's not the store vibe for me. I want something a little bit more either fun. Yeah, I want something like a little bit more round and fun. Hell yeah. Okay, that is that. Okay, let's lower. Yeah, that turned out so good. Yeah, I think 3 braids is enough. I don't think I need to add a fourth one. Oh no, no, no. Hair is my favorite thing. I'm doing that 20% learning, 80% fun, where it's just like, okay, I'm going to legitimately try to make this hair a little bit more straight than I usually go for, just to learn a little bit more about my own style. So this is part of my knowledge part for this piece. And I do that for everybody's commission pieces, by the way. I try to improve myself while working on people's pieces, but not to the point where it looks super different. Just enough for myself to notice it looking super different, if that makes sense. We're gonna add some random strands of hair. Oh, by the way, how y'all feel about that Five Nights at Freddy's commercial? Not commercial. What the fuck? What is it called? What is it called? Oh my gosh, my brain is so silly right now. No. Is it called a commercial? No, it's called. What is it called? Trailer. Newest trailer. There we go. Yay. What y'all think? I was not expecting to see fucking PETA from Hunger Games. The kid from The Bridge to Terabithia. I wasn't expecting to see him as the new security guard. Fuck yeah. I'm very surprised. I'm legitimately very surprised. I haven't seen that actor in forever. I don't know if he's been doing much, to be honest. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And I'm wondering if it's like having that like that trailer syndrome that happened for like Megan, I think is the other like horror movie out there. It's like they try to make it look super fucking serious, but in the end it actually like is like a more of a B movie type thing. I think they did that for Cabin in the Woods as well, but for that one, it actually has like an interesting plot twist. I feel like they had to do that for Cabin in the Woods. Um, yeah, this hair turned out so much better. Yeah, like on one of the passes, I was just not happy with this hair. I was so upset. I was so mad at because like I love drawing hair, and I was like, this hair fucking sucks. This time around, it actually fucking looks good. But yeah, I wonder if Five Nights at Freddy's is gonna be like they're trying to be serious, but in the end, like the final product is gonna be fucking goobers, like just really fucking silly. Like you're not supposed to take it too seriously. Um, or if they're like legitimately trying to make it super serious. The the props though, the set design, fantastic. The set design for Five Nights at Freddy's is legitimately fantastic. I feel like it's that right level of like, yeah, I can actually see this as a pizzeria, but also enough fantasy based of like, okay, I know I will never see this in real life, but I don't know how else to describe it, but like it has a good balance of like this is fiction, but you can definitely see this place existing. They did so well with the set design. I don't know if I'm going to see it in theaters. I highly doubt I'm going to see it in theaters unless someone from my family feels interested in seeing it in theaters. But I'm definitely going to like watch it with friends once it comes out on streaming platforms. Yeah, like the only game to movie slash show ratio that actually really worked, I think the only one that I could think of is The Last of Us right now, because like The Last of Us has enough to still separate it from the game itself, so you can still be surprised if you play the game on your own, but you get enough of the emotions and feelings of that are in the game from the show, and it feels accurate in that sense of like the messages are still there. It just has to be handled slightly differently because it's displaying to people who don't or have never played the games. I feel like that's the only example that actually like worked. Because media, like interactive media versus just static watching media, are definitely should be handled in different ways and should be edited and um, what's the word? Rewritten to fit the media that they're going to be displayed in. I definitely believe in that, but a lot of people drop the ball because they're trying to be too much like the one thing instead of like their own thing, but with the same heart of their um without like uh the heart of like their inspiration, if that makes sense. Sorry, I'm getting hella distracted by the thunderstorm happening outside. It is very loud. I may have to actually stop streaming here soonish. If the storm feels like it's gonna get more spicy. Um, but we'll give it. We'll try to finish up this hour. So in the next 15 minutes, try to round it off to an hour. Oops, sorry. Huh, I wonder how far. I wonder. Okay, so I wonder which Fallout they're doing, if that's the case. Um, for the Fallout series at least. Um, but in regards to a universe with different characters, I think that's a good way of doing that, because you could make sure that, like, if it is indeed um in the universe but they're different characters, it could be like one of the children that didn't get a body just yet or something. I don't know. I'm curious to see how they're going to do do things. Whoops. Actually, yeah, I need to make it a little. I want to show off this shoulder just a little bit more so it doesn't look like it's. Man, I love vector layers. Oh, I haven't looked at chat in a little bit. Let me see. If they smart, none of them, because I don't want the fandom to eat itself just. Uh-huh. Okay, okay. Yeah, when it comes to the vault, for the Fallout characters, I don't. I agree. I don't think they need to really touch it too much, if at all. Um, but I don't trust Bethesda. That's the problem. I don't trust Bethesda. It makes me wonder if Bethesda saw what Last of Us was doing and went, "Oh, we can make money off of this? Don't mind if I do." I'd be surprised if they weren't directly involved. They have a hard time uh not touching things. Their track record is not the greatest to just leave things be. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I want to do that because I want to make sure that the hair looks thick. Thick. Okay, there we go. Theek. Okay. Yeah, like, yeah, interplay is also not that great either. Like, both of them have problems of not leaving shit alone or letting or putting their trust, their IP into the hands of another and trusting that person. Um and actually like finding out if they like if the person that they're looking at will fit their style. Like there are several things at play when it comes to like to certain things, and one of them is definitely like actually like look into the people who will create the brand and achieve the same the idea of the product. And then there's also the part where it's just like entrusting that person to do just that. It's like if you find the person that you're looking for, that you like legitimately, it's like this person has knows our vision or uh understands our vision. And then it's like actually like trusting them to achieve that vision is like the next part. And it's just like it's not always like the director's fault. It's just like it's like similar to like being commissioned or told to do X, Y, and Z thing, and then you're like, I don't know, like so it's like I'm not the type of person to do this. There are much better people for this job. Like I know graphic design. That's what I do. But I have no flipping idea how to make a metal band typography logo look good in the slightest. I don't know how to fucking do that. It's not my style. I just know that I can't do that. Um, so it would be better to go to somebody else for that for the quality that you want. But yeah, yeah, this hair turned out so much better. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to call it for now. The weather's getting pretty bad over here, and I don't want to uh like dip in a like not great way. Because YouTube, I believe YouTube does have a recovery system, but I don't know if I have it set up properly. So I don't want like 5 billion videos to crop up just because I didn't have it set up properly. But yeah, with that said, thank you guys for coming to this little test stream. I still, excuse me, I still have a lot to do in terms of making my displays look good and then fixing audio related stuff. Um, and then like adding uh like little alert thingies, all that nice spicy stuff, and then adding in my emotes. So I still have a lot to go through in terms of that, but I'm hoping to start like slowly trickling in more and more YouTube time, as well as be more engaged in the community part of the YouTube stuff. Um, I I don't know if this will work for me, but hitting the like button, I guess, is like something that you still do even for uh live streams on YouTube. Shrug, shrug emoji. um, no idea, but I look forward to doing more of this stuff in the future, and hopefully next time I'll have uh, enough information in mind to be able to like have audio, like have music next time. And yeah, I'll make sure to let you guys know when I stream next. I need to get food, take a break, and if the storm calms down, I might do a night stream. But we will see. But until then, y'all have a good one. Stay safe. Stay awesome. And I hope to see you guys next time. There's no outro, so this is a goodbye. So long.